Hey there, welcome back for another day of Coach Basics training. I want to talk to you today about social media and some social media tips. And this is a really, really important topic because the majority of us, if not all Beachbody coaches, are building their businesses on Facebook. So it's really important to know kind of how to use it. Facebook is your storefront. It's how we meet most of our customers and we help them get results in our challenge groups on Facebook. So it's a really, really big deal. I know I built my business to Diamond by using Facebook only and no other platforms. So it's really important to know how to use it. And I'm going to do my best to give you the best tips without making this way too long. So, first of all, the very first thing that you want to do is announce yourself as a Beachbody coach. This is something that is a huge step, and I know it seems a little scary, but it's super exciting. We're going to give you some examples here in this group that you can follow, and then you can feel free to, copy, paste right into Facebook when you're all done with it. You can ask us what we think of it before you do, and then put it out there and log off Facebook for the day, and don't check it. All of us are going to be there rallying around to support you, and I'm sure you're going to be actually pleasantly surprised by the amount of people who congratulate you and get excited for you. And that really means your doors are open. You are open for business. So that's a really big deal to do that first and foremost. Let everybody know what you're doing. And then they know to start watching you. So their eyes are kind of already on you. They want to see, what you're going to be doing, if you're going to be getting results, if you're going to stick with it. So your job is to show them that you are. So you want to know, first of all, what to post. So from day one, after you make that initial announcement on Facebook that you are a coach, you want to start sprinkling in posts of you doing like your workout or when you finish it. If you're reading, personal development and there's a great motivational quote from the slide edge, you can take a picture of yourself and then put the quote over it. We'll tell you guys later about some apps, but you can download onto your phone to get started a couple of apps like Photofy, Photofy. It's one of my favorite ones. Word Swag, WordSwag. For videos, there's Pick, Post, Play, PICPOST, PLAY. So there's all kinds of great things that you can use to kind of make your photos, where you have a photo in the background, put some text or put some motivational quotes, things like that. And those just make them more eye-catchy because you want to have a photo that's kind of stops somebody and gets their attention. A lot of us are kind of scrolling through Facebook really fast. Sometimes we're, just at a red light and only have a second. And if you see a cool photo, it's going to catch your attention more than just some black and white text. So you want to be sprinkling that in. If you're drinking your shake, you have a great new recipe, you're loving the effects of the shake, you've noticed that your sweet cravings are gone already, share it. You don't want to make things sound salesy. You just want to be yourself, be you, be real, and share what you're doing. And you never know who you'll be helping. Like I said, you're kind of planting seeds at this point in your business, where as you start to kind of mention what you're doing, people are just starting to look and follow you. And consistency is the most important part, is that you just stick with that. So rather than getting ahead of myself, so what to post. So once you make your announcement and you just kind of start to sprinkle in some Beachbody things here and there about what you're doing, you want to make sure that it's not a Beachbody bomb on your page. And that's kind of a common first time coach mistake, because you're excited and you want to share it with everybody. I know I did that. So what we want you to do is really just to work on starting to post 3 to 5 times a day on social media. You don't have to shoot for 5 day one. It might sound like a lot, especially if you're somebody that wasn't on Facebook before. So 3 is fine. And you kind of want that to be like maybe family, friends, like your personal life, like a motivational quote. If you're somebody that's into cooking, or you find some new healthy recipes you love in the challenge group and you try one, share a picture that you made it and share the recipe. Things like that. If you've got something that you're really into, a hobby, kind of think about what are the things that you shared on Facebook before, like what are the things that make you you, because that's what people are in your social network. They like who you are. So they don't want you to stop being you. So stay you, post about those things that you always did, and just sprinkle in Beachbody, no more than 20%. So we have like an 80-20 rule. 80% is kind of you, whether it's, again, hobbies, motivational things, recipes, family, personal things, your spiritual beliefs, any of that. And then that 20% of the time is Beachbody stuff, whether it's an ad that you're advertising for a challenge group, or it's something about Shakeology or your workout. We just don't want to kind of overdo it and, scare people away or make them think that you're just kind of a salesy person. That's not what we want at all. So just be real, just share your story here and there. So you really do want to let people see what you're doing, though, because if you're pushing play every day, they don't know that. And again, I don't need you to post every day that you're doing your workout, But, every couple of days, 2 to 3 days, take a picture of you doing your workout and share it, hashtag like, 21 day fix, day 4, or whatever it may be. So they can kind of follow your journey, see what day you're on, that you're progressing with the program, how you're feeling when you're pushing play, when you don't want to, and kind of, if that day you really didn't want to do your workout and you mustered up the energy, maybe that's something to share. Like, we don't always want to do it, but it's so important to put, the long-term goal ahead of the short-term satisfaction or whatever it may be, and share that. And that might help. I always want to try to add value to somebody else's life. If so, it's not just a workout picture of me for no reason, it's me adding value. So find a way to do that, and pictures and videos are the best way. Facebook kind of rewards you for sharing a picture or video. They kind of boost your affinity, and your Facebook affinity is a really cool term to kind of understand and know. It's just kind of how many people are seeing your post. So they kind of reward you. So if you just put up like a black and white text post, just a couple lines or whatever, it's not like a high, how should I say? I don't know what even the term is, like something that a lot of people are seeing, like a highly important post. But if you add a picture, they automatically boost that up and more people start to see it. And then if you post a video, they kind of reward you even more that more people are seeing your video. So there's kind of behind the scenes things with Facebook that we don't need to go into all of it, but we'll just tell you enough to kind of get you going in the right direction. So pictures, you always want to have a picture. If you say, just got my Shakeology, can't wait to try it, and it's just that, at least take a picture of your box and be like, it came, I'm so excited. Like, let people follow your journey. So you want to show a picture, show what you're doing. How do people know if they don't see? And then you can also post questions. So questions are a really great way to get people engaging on your page. So let's say you're like, I'm getting into clean eating and I'm loving it so far, but I need some new recipes. Does anybody have a favorite, crock pot recipe that's quick and healthy, or a favorite, just in general recipe that they want to share? Or if you're going to go Christmas shopping and you don't know what gift for your 3-year-old, like what would make a good gift, post that question and put a big picture of question marks or a Christmas gift with a question mark, and get people interacting. If you need advice as a mom, or just in general, you're moving, a homeowner stuff, finances, ask it. And that way that gets people love talking about themselves. They love giving advice and opinions. So the more people that are interacting on your page too, the better. And then when to post. So there's high traffic times on Facebook. So 3 times a day is what you want to be shooting for. So in the morning, it's 7 to 8:30. People are kind of getting up, getting ready for work, drinking their coffee, having breakfast, or waking up in bed and scrolling through Facebook. So that's a high traffic time, is 7 to 8:30. And then again at lunchtime or nap time, so like 12 to 1:30, people are on like lunch breaks. Then at 8:30 to 9:30 at night. So 8 to 9:30 is the prime time. That's the biggest time that people see are mostly on Facebook. So that is a really great time to make your post about if you're inviting to a challenge group. I found that I did the best with Sunday night posts. People are just kind of sitting around, maybe they ate and drank whatever junk all weekend, and I just seem to get more traffic on those kind of posts on a Sunday night or even on a Monday night. But you'll find what works for you. So those are the times you want to post. Those 3 times a day are when most of the people are going to see. Now, when somebody comments on your post, what do? As a new coach, you're instantly going to want to comment right back. I know I did that. I was so excited, especially if it was something pertaining to Beachbody. If someone was like, hey, great job, or, oh, what program are you doing? I felt that need, but you don't want to do that, and here's why. Your thing when you post it is going to be circulating in people's news feeds for a little while. But after, a couple hours, people aren't really seeing it anymore because so many new posts have come in above it. So if somebody else makes a comment, it bumps you back up into their newsfeed, and now everybody starts seeing it again. And then if you do it, well, it's kind of already there, right? So you want to wait a couple hours, or even 6 hours, and then comment. So let's say somebody comments on something of mine at noon. I'm just going to let that go and know that other people are seeing it again at lunchtime. And then maybe around 7:30 at night, when I'm getting into that high traffic time, like 8 o'clock, then I'm going to comment on it because it's going to pull it back up into people's news feeds and more people are going to see it. So that's kind of something to think about. I know I did not know that at the beginning. Also, when people comment, you want to comment back individually. So let's say like 3 people make comments. I know that when I was a new coach, I in one paragraph was kind of like, oh, thanks, Katie, and I totally agree, Sarah. And you don't want to do that. You want to do an individual reply right below their comment. There's a little thing that says like or reply their comment. Click reply and reply just to them and tag them in it so that they see it. That tag in your comment counts as like a comment. So even though it's yours, Facebook sees a lot of interaction and a lot of comments going on, and it bumps you back up again and gives that post more affinity so more people start seeing it. So you can help your own affinity by kind of commenting individually and tagging people in it. Then You also want to know kind of like when to post challenge group ads. So that's something, like I said, Sunday night's really good, or just that high traffic time is a really good time. I find the night posts are the best ones to do that in. Then for groups, another great way to meet people on Facebook and to find customers and, really get to know other people who might have the same need as you. Like, let's say you're kind of targeting stay-at-home moms, and that's what you are. You want to get into some stay-at-home moms groups, like get into local moms groups on Facebook if you aren't already in them. And, let's say you're into baby wearing or breastfeeding, or, you're a big Pinterest, like crafty person, you're in some craft groups, or you're a runner, you're a yogi, whatever it may be. Find some of those groups on Facebook. Just search Facebook for groups and join, request to join. But the key is when you get in them, you don't want to spam it. You don't want to kind of write, "Hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. If anybody needs a program, let me know." What you really want to do is not be pushy, but that's just an in. So you're in this group, and now there's all these people that weren't in your network before that you have interaction with. You will see some people post about, "Hey, does anyone know about the 21-day fix?" Or "Hey, I'm trying to lose weight. Does anybody have some tips?" Or "I'm looking for some healthy recipes." And those are great, obvious opportunities for you to jump in and comment. Not to say, "Hey, I'm a coach. I'd be happy to get," again, I know you're excited. I was too. I made the mistake. We all kind of live and learn. You'll probably lose customers that way because everybody, there's probably other coaches in the group too. But what might set you apart is being the one that isn't pushy. So I would encourage you to just kind of, again, focus on adding value to somebody's life. Just like share a recipe, and if they comment back, thank you so much. Maybe send them a PM from there and say, "Hey, I know you were looking for some healthy recipes. I have a bunch. Here's another one. This is one of my favorites." And if they message, "Oh, that's great," did I say, "Yeah, like, I'm a Beachbody coach. This is what I do, and I love it. If you ever want to, you'd be happy to join. I'd be happy to add you to one of my free clean eating groups. I run one every month. Just let me know." So again, you kind of have that progression. And once you go from, if you banter back and forth once or twice, well, I said 2 or 3 times, like in a comment thread on Facebook in a group, I would then just continue it in a PM, just saying, "Hey," and continue on. And if they answer you, send them a friend request. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to answer it. So now you've already added to your network. So let's say you start joining as a new coach with 200 friends on Facebook. You'll run that dry pretty quickly, right? So you've always got to be adding people from day one. Even if you start with 800 friends, you still, like, I think I started with like almost 600 or around 600. You still want to be adding every day, because you're always going to need to be reaching out to more people. Not everyone's going to be interested, right? And so over time, you're just going to keep growing your network, and that's exactly what you want. So you can do that by adding new people from the groups. You can also go to, at the top of Facebook, when there's a little world with your notifications, and then in the middle there's your messages. On the left side there looks like a little head with shoulders. That's the people. If you click on that, Facebook's going to suggest people that you know. Click see all at the bottom, and you get to scroll through. And anybody that you see that you've got 10 or 15 mutual friends with, go ahead and just send them a friend request. It's a really quick and easy way. You might be uncomfortable friending people that you don't know, so you don't have to do that day one. You can just kind of work on going through your old friends from high school, looking through their friend lists and finding people that maybe you aren't friends with, or friends and family. Again, you can go through anybody's friend list and try to find your own, or just start using Facebook and just sending it to people you do know. But eventually, it's great to really be able to get comfortable enough where what I do now is I can do that part of my power hour in a couple minutes, where I just scroll through and send. And I don't know these people, but most of the time they accept it because they see that we have so many mutual friends, so they figure, we're the same kind of person. And I've gotten customers that way, definitely. So it's a good thing to do. So then I think that's mostly everything. Now, there's lots of tips and training on mastering social media in our training in the back office, online, on Facebook, YouTube, all that. But I don't want you to get overwhelmed by this. I kind of wanted to give you the cusp of the most important things. It's already a little bit longer than I wanted it to be today, but it's a really important topic because this is where you'll get the majority of your business from. So I hope all those things helped you. And again, I think this is more than enough to get you started. But yeah, just don't forget, really main goal is to try to start posting 3 times a day consistently. When I was a new coach, it took me about almost 3 months of posting consistently every single day to start to get people to really like and comment on them, and to get people starting to ask me about the programs and the products. And I almost gave up right before that because I was like, man, I'm doing everything right and nothing's happened. But I'll tell you, it's kind of like you just pop up. Like one day you're a chemical husky, a regular person, a stay-at-home mom, and then the next day, oh, you're a Beachbody coach. Well, what makes you different, today than you were yesterday? People need to they need to establish trust. They need to see that you're sticking with this, see that you're sharing what you're doing, and start to follow you. So then you have to show them what you're doing, show them that you're staying consistent, consistently have that voice on Facebook that you're kind of learning to kind of master, being that, having an engaging page, and just know that it's going to take some time. You're planting seeds at the beginning, right? So you got to kind of water those seeds. You'll go back to them, and they're going to be a harvest, but it does take time. So just make sure that you don't give up. You want to stay consistent. I was so consistent the first few months, and it has totally paid off. So if people don't like or comment immediately, don't let that get to you. They will. Just keep doing what you're doing and have faith.